for the first time in a while. Happy, not the reigning WAL champion. That title goes to Lin currently. Fortitude was the victim in the grand final. But I think since we have some catching up to do, here's the tail of the tape. You know these players. Wonderful, wonderful people. And here we go with map number 1. I am aware that we have a little bit of a delay. So if you saw the result, please don't spoil it. We want to see the games in full though, as there's always a lot of nuances in these matches. And it's Happy's task to defeat 40 now. It always comes in waves, right? One player has a new challenge for the other, and then they find solutions, and then it's role reverse. So far, so standard. Ghouls and Lich on Happy's side. A huge thank you, by the way, to Andrew Galea, who donated 50 Australian dollars, saying, I struggle to catch your live streams, but to watch your YouTube content religiously. You guys are phenomenal for what you have done and continue to do for the game. Warcraft 3 is the best game ever created and always will be. Thank you for all you do. Andrew, that caught me by surprise. And that is freaking amazing. Thank you very much for the dono. For the big, big, big dono. I know that in Australia, a piece of cheese is like 50 bucks. So you had the chance to support us or get cheese and you still chose us. That is freaking crazy. Thank you, Sparrow, for the tier 2. Thank you, The Flip, for the gifted sub to the lovely, lovely Brewer Band. We see him more and more. We like that. So while we get some creeping done, I was a little bit in a hurry starting the stream, so I have some settings to do. There we are. And Happy is not going for his Necromancer build. He's going back to the Skull. And the instant expansion on the bottom side. Previously, when he was spawning at the top position, we've seen a Necropolis here and an expansion here while pulling out the Golem. That is not the case anymore. So Happy doing some homework, Happy doing something different. And 40, pretty much the same, isn't it? Archmage closing in on level 3. Solid items on both sides. We see the Ghoul run by, as so often. It will walk into no man's land here. So this is such an interesting dynamic on Hammerfall, since both expansions are doable. Whoever came up with that map concept is a freaking genius. So there's very rarely a pattern in this matchup where to expand. You can trick the opponent. Are you going top? Are you going left? Are you going bottom? Are you going right? So that is tricky. Happy now, with a little bit of a delay, finds the ghouls, but that means he is too late for the harass, really, as this... What? Mana management on 40 is just crazy, dude. 280 mana on level 3. Happy has no business here, but... Askandale, thank you for the 10-month resub. Good luck today, Dio! Thank you. Well, I don't need luck. The players do. I got you by my side, so I'm a lucky man already. Arcane up. 40 though. Scouted the expansion. Moves across. And that is a little different from what we've seen before, where he first had to defend. And these 3 ghouls, I'm not too sure if that is... if that is really an offense, but Happy... He's throwing one Nova on the Water Elemental, but the second one is here. The Footman arrives, and the Expo is so close to finishing, but yet he has to cancel it again without mana for the tech, if I see that correctly. Without lumber, I mean. Was that no cancel? Is my overlay bugged? Is he not getting any? No, it's not. It updates the gold. He has nothing on lumber. Happy is screwed at his own expo. He got some damage done with 1-2 ghouls in the north. So you can see how demanding this matchup got. With so much multitasking to do to be able to operate on the highest of levels. So Lich is here now with the follow-up attack. Footmen have to come back. There's only an arcane tower. Happy has to operate from range. Ghouls follow up. And Archmage had to go to the left-hand side, go for a staff. That's expenses you rather want to spare, because you have a lot of workers to replace here, 40, my dude. Happy brute forcing this expansion now. Such an annoying voice. Such an annoying viewer. You're banned. And that should be the expansion now. But what about Happy? Can he hold this expo? Ooh, 40 is not interested in the gold mine. Waiting for the footman maybe. Trying to put some pressure on ghouls. Successful. For now at least. Yeah, this is a decoy. This is 5 ghouls invested. Happy though, pulling back. Acolytes blocking the little gaps between the ziggurat. Still finds a way there. No water elemental. Are the footmen enough? Archmage pressured, has no potion, has no staff. There's another Nova very, very soon. He's trying to get out of range so he can use the town portal if needed. And that is yet another... Oh, he got the Nova off! He got the Nova off eventually. Archmage down. No TP. Did he miss micro there? And now the footmen are stuck. Happy with the new idea. He can't really prevent the expo from going down, but he can farm these peasants. AKA footman. Wow, what a sick back and forth on map 1.
A player's forces are under attack.
What a sick back and forth here on map 1. Well, well, well. Archmage is back, we know. Both players pay a visit to the tavern very, very often. But 40 has the advantage in the economy. His expo is up and running. Creep jack here now. Zeppelin saves the footy with 0 HP. Lich has a lot of Nova though. How much damage can you do? Zeppelin could save the Archmage. Must save the Archmage! Again, what a lifesaver this mechanical unit is.
Forces are under attack.
Happy's attacking for quite a bit, but 40 is still ahead. Trying to plug the holes once again. Talked about multitasking. This is absolutely necessary. Archmage is very hurt. There is multiple Nova. He is attacking with the Shredder now to get the necessary damage in. This might cost the Shredder though. Because what do you do with that Zeppelin? He's dropping the Archmage. Town portal. Is it enough time? Water Elemental is attacking the Shredder. The Shredder is about to die. And the Expo holds. Huge moment for Happy. My god, what a game this is, man. 9 minutes, full out action. This is amazing. We get the blacksmith up, towers as well. And tech at 2/3.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright. Happy was unsummoning the altar to get the resources back. And this Lich is a weapon of mass destruction. Hammerfall being the first map is oftentimes an issue for Happy. But we're getting there now. Double crypt. Is he going into Fiends immediately? You don't have to build too many towers. Because you know you're ahead in tech. You only need towers if you're behind in tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
But still, 2 base Happy is scary. That enables him to go into a lot of Banshees. And then 40 might be forced into tanks. Okay, both with good income. No big bank. We see Archmage in preparation for the Nova. Got a potion already.
A player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, Lich being able to farm so many footmen makes him very, very, very powerful. Speaking of powerful heroes, Mountain King is out as well. Needs some levels. Sharking around. Gets the Slaughterhouse. Cancel culture going wide. That's one cancel. There is a backup one. Wonder if the plan was to go for 2 slaughterhouses immediately. And if we'll double down on that. And then maybe you do need towers against destroyers. But no. Temple follow-up. On the other side, we get 5 production buildings as well. With air. Double temple, 1 slaughterhouse, double crypt versus double Rex, double workshop, and aviary. Isn't it crazy how for the majority of Warcraft 3, around all matchups, we had a max of 3 production buildings. And now we're getting into 5, 6 different ones. Just to be able to react in time. Hammerfalls, Lich, can be coiled though. Nasty Nova. But that's about it. It's just disposable footmen buying time for the tier 3 to unfold. Happy? Caught up in tech. Big Sasquatch, will we go to Happy again? Hey, this level 5, I think. Trying to focus a different hero now. Happy. Very atypical for him. Basically having an empty inventory. Wait. 40 stole that. No, he did not. Huh? He didn't level up. Ah, maybe it was just 4-8, 4-8. Kirk, thank you for the sub. And Banshees are coming. Dreadlord, 3rd Banshees. So, Knights aren't an option anymore. Gyros aren't an option anymore. So tanks it is. No wagon yet. Could he not afford it? Oh, he's super low lumber. Okay, he can't. So far, very good resource management from the mid game on. In the beginning, Happy was struggling with a bit of lumber, but of course you want to use your ghouls offensively as much as possible. And 40 still needs levels, and I'm curious how he's supposed to get there. The Shredder loss was a big one. Griffin coming in, that tells Happy that he has to go for web. He already has web proactively, but the Pally arrives just in time with the Holy Light. And that was a nice defense on the creep jack, I'd say. Yes, 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 I know you miss HP and mana bars that come in. It's just down to the coder to find time. But the design is ready. It's at the coder. It will be there. Don't you worry. Who has to worry here, though? 40 with the first attack. 70 food. Tanks are coming in. Trying to focus the shop first. Griffin is taken out pretty much immediately. But can the Knights get control on the ground and take out the Fiends to open up the sky? Possession. Nice staff potion as well. Very good micro by 40 thus far. He is losing quite a bit though, and there is no invo potion or heal potion on him anymore. There was a lot of mana used on the possession due to the cancel. Curse everywhere, so Happy doesn't have too many possessions against these Knights, and these Knights are terrorizing the ground. But the expo is still up. He only got the shop, right? But 40 saving a lot here, doing good damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
If you staff at the right time, can you save a unit from being possessed while the Banshee still dies? You mean when the Banshee is basically on the way to the unit? I don't think so. I think once the Banshee is on the way with the possession, you can't stop it. But... Chat, do you know for sure? I think it behaves like a Bat Rider. So if the Bat Rider is going for the explosion, you can't stop it. You can, and the Banshee disappears 100%. Ooh. New overlay is so dope now, amazing. We still have a lot of fixes for that, but appreciate that. There was, of course, a lot of backlash on it, rightfully so. But seeing appreciation for our work is always nice. I know it's not perfect, but it's the best foundation that we could build. Dreadlord level 3. But wonder what value he has when there's no gyros. I mean, it blocks gyros. It's good against tanks. From Carrion 2 up. Ooh, triple workshop. More tanks, huh? Sergeant Brüll Vesti, thank you for the sub. Cool people play Warcraft 3. That's right. 40 is switching it up. Oh my god. Attack into the main. As a little bit of a distraction. Sleep on the pally. So that's a knight possessed. The second one has been staffed. Archmage dies. I think Happy is taken over now. That attack didn't work and now there's no TP anymore. He tried to buy time for the tanks to do the damage against the structures, but he's losing so much in the process. And not only that, Happy is also gaining. Oof, this is rough. How can he possibly get out? Tavern revive, maybe. This is also no distraction for a third base. Archmage is back, finally. He can't stop the kills anymore. 40 falling apart to a degree. Trying to get towers up now. Because that will be the win condition. But one of the best units you can possibly have against upcoming expansions is a knight.
A player's forces are under attack.
Mountain King close to 3 though. Tanky DK, Mana Stone Dreadlord, and another attack. Damn, what's 40 seeing in these attacks? Easy ghoul kills.
A player's forces are under attack.
Guess that's it. Knight goes down. And the supply is even again. Double staff, incredibly important. More and more and more tanks. You can't possess tanks! So that's good to have. But the knights seem to be a liability against 3 staffs. It's fine. No mortars though. Usually rifles were seemingly the answer to the banshees. But we don't see any rifles here. Maybe Nova is too strong. Already. 4 tanks. 2 upgrades. Rather simple late game army composition. But happy for the first time in a while. Seeks his hail in the offensive. Nova Swarm. Big damage. And level 4. Lich close to level 6 as well. Banshee being intercepted. And Happy knows you gotta get out soon. with all these workers dying, limits the chance for a third base for him. And of course, on the cost of a town portal, that was absolutely worth it. Trying to save the tanks, thus so Happy knows the rest of the army is missing, so it will appear somewhere. More tanks. Couple of workers not working. Good scout. Feels like Happy stepped up his scouting game today compared to Saturday. Three attack upgrades. Ooh, but 4 tanks are getting caught! 2 surrounded. Ooh, that's bad. But it opens up an opportunity for tanks on the left-hand side. These have to be defended, but we do have 3 wagons here. OMG. Damage in the base, though. And knights are good siege units, similar to bears. Possession, staff, alright. Now armies are uniting. We don't have Blizzard yet. It's still Water Elemental Archmage nuked. Might need a staff on him as there's no potion anymore. Holy Light at the ready, but only level 1. Trying to get these knights again. 40 got so good with the staff. Has the TP out now. Any chance for an exit kill? Doesn't seem likely. But this attack didn't do much. Happy's fortifications are working out. Triple wagon. That is nuts. What a game. God, I missed the game with you guys. Ah, Blubber Band is so sweet to have you back, dude. Hope your snail is doing fine. Yeah, this matchup, these players peak Warcraft. So 40 is running out of options though, right? We got Death and Decay again. No third base for 40. How are wagons so good versus tanks? Well, siege damage against fortified armor. They are supposed to be good versus tanks. But if you go triple wagon, you have a weaker fighting army. So there's always an up and a down. Another tank getting surrounded here. Yep. That's the level we're operating on. 5-6 Banshees. And only 3 knights. But anti-magic will be great. Dude, Happy is everywhere. The wagons made their way over. Now you would love to have a griffin, of course, to take him out. Water elementals with this attack, but tough. Dreadlord block, ghoul attacks. I feel like the army composition for Happy is pretty much perfect. Remo Demo says it all the time. No? Fiend's Banshee statues, the perfect army. Happy still mining for 2740 is out of gold. And with that, is he also out of hope? Because he can't rebuild anything. He can't restock on items. How is he supposed to win this game? Possession. Can't allow these, man. Not at this stage of the game. What can 40 possibly do? If he turtles and gets an... He doesn't even have the gold for an expansion anymore. So he has to sell some items, I guess. But he's just doubling down on the tanks. And I don't see a point of attack here, really. Happy taking over. So the knights will be stolen at some point. Twice the amount of banshees, and there is knights or tanks, I guess. Staffs, I guess.
A player's forces are under attack.
Too many pickups. And that is despite shades. Happy has a very, very, very good idea where 40 is at all stages of the game. And 8 tanks, I'd said the same about wagons. Like, if you go for siege weapons, this will weaken your army composition. This is not the first time these rounds happen, by the way. Happy seems a lot more on point than last week. Fodder for the Dreadlord. Trying to distract, trying to create opportunities. We're basically down to square one. This happened at the 5-minute mark. This also happening at the 25-minute mark. Water Elementals disrupting Haunted Gold Mines. But where's the X factor? Where is the move that Happy doesn't expect?
A player's forces are under attack.
It has to be building elimination, and he's trying that now. But good luck against Nova and Carrion Swarm. He's forced to portal. That gives up the Black Citadel, but maybe he can just destroy 40 here. There was never a level 5. At 40 is overwhelmed. The Knights now belong to Happy. 2 of them already. And now he's getting literally destroyed by his own weapons. There's more possession if he wants to. Look at them. Wrong Stormbolt, I guess. And now all your Knights are belong to me. And I don't think he has the time to go for building elimination anymore. Holy Light, next nuke. Archmage is gone. Can't staff back. He sold that before. Knights, of course, great damage versus heroes as well. So he has to take care of his own army before dealing with the enemy army. And level 5 Dreadlord is the knockout point. GG. 1-0 for the Hamster. He allowed a 2-base play. And didn't do much damage in the mid game. And this is how Happy wins one of the better human maps that we got. Next up, Tide Hunters, the legendary Tide Hunters clash. While Happy moved to more one-base play in the past couple of weeks, this should still be 2-base play. Just like we had on Hammerfall. The observers are pinging like crazy. I don't know why. Did he forget an acolyte for a bit? I'm not sure. Morse code? Hell yeah, dude. Arch, thank you for the 30 months. For 40. Okay, maybe it's just a troll. Observer. Archmage, Lich. Just what we've seen before. Yeah, the games aren't necessarily live, so this is why I didn't put up a grid command so you don't get spoiled. And please don't spoil us here. We were a little bit late to the party, but now we are catching up. I wanted to give you the full series though, instead of just live games. And that first map was definitely worth being casted, eh?
A player's forces are
So 40 again with the lab creep. This is his standard opening here, as he knows that Happy won't contest it, and that is the biggest camp he could take early with the biggest reward. As on Tidehunters, the expo is as easy as nowhere else, so Happy is also going for that. Spam this Happy to make Happy happy. Well, yeah, what can we say? Great. Ooh, Robe of the Magi, more damage, more mana. Which is very, very, very good for cancelling expansions and killing ghouls.
player's forces are under attack.
Did the streak break yesterday? No! We had a 2-hour stream for Apple Pay in the evening. So, you know the dance, right? If you're
Under siege.
a frequent viewer of Back to Warcraft, both are trying to get expos up, both are trying to cancel the respective expos. Happy again with 3 ghouls. And that is prior to level 3, so he's finding some targets. Ooh, big chunk of XP due to that kill on the water elemental. The ghouls are still here. Can 3 ghouls win against 3 footmen?
A player's forces are under attack.
They will reduce the ghouls numbers to 2, and then I don't think you have the critical damage anymore. We'll see about that. Good. Nova here, second water elemental. Oh, getting blocked before it can do damage. This is massive. Rope of the Magi now though, and claws. Oh my god. Like, I'm not the one to talk about items too much, but these items might give Happy the kill. The necessary kill. Another water elemental in 20. Expo. Oh, another footman here. Archmage can still attack. The artillery is massive. And it's yet another cancel. He can just walk out as well. Happy mismemorizing the position. Nuke. He got him. Again. Too greedy to go for the town portal. And that's what you get.
A player's
In the
forces
meantime
are
though,
under attack.
Expo is coming up. And 40 keeps him busy. No mana though. I think this is still a win for 40. The big problem is that Happy's level 4. We still have backpack, by the way. So new Rod of Necromancy. Love to see more and more players appreciating that upgrade. Oh no. Not again, dude. Not again. The ghoul is in position for a block. I hope he has a shop. He's only building it now. What? He's dead. Isn't he? Chop down. Only 1 tower. Happy's Expo coming up. The flip! With the 10 euro dono. Donate for Neo, the profit, and this incredible entertainment project called Back to Warcraft. Love what you do. Love your support, Flippy. For almost a year. Every time you're here, I see you in the dashboard. This, yeah. Freaking awesome, dude. Again, one of the best investment was to send you a voice message on WhatsApp. Ghouls ravaging, Lich makes peasants go, oh! And this game seems to be over for 40. But he wears this name for a reason. He can come back from crazy situations. And this expansion, as costly as it was and as many peasants died, is still up.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Shredder this time doesn't go down. This was a big part of why Happy won game 1. Shredder was used to kill the expansion. This might be the last match on patch 1.361, by the way. We said this last week already during WAL, but the patch is nigh. Early June, they said. Poor Footman again. Having to scout. Blocking a little bit, buying more time. But there's no fortification. He's always in range. Zeppelin again. Appreciate those saves here. Do you have enough mana with Dark Ritual for instant Nova? Not really, right? Ooh, he's at tier 2 but doesn't have a blacksmith. Can't build workshops. Very dominant series so far by Happy. No sound. Oh, sound might be low. I forgot to turn it up again. For FFA games, I always lower the sound because, you know, it's 8 players and a lot of sound effects. And then it's super loud. And then since it was so impromptu today, I forgot to boost it. Thanks for the heads up. Happy going Banshees again. So oppressive. Stupid me misclicked. Well, we all win, I guess.
Forces are under attack.
This Archmage kept 40 in the game.
The town is under siege.
Sushine! Thank you for the 13 month. Always reminds me of that Gorilla song. Hit the groove. Internet Sushine. Butt Crumbs with the gift sub to Butt Mustard. I had a lot of mustard
Player's
yesterday.
forces are under attack.
The Flip with yet another gifted sub. Butt Crumbs with another gifted sub to Butt Sauce and Butt Mayo. That's a nice little butt cocktail sauce then. Buttcock. There we go. 2,389 gift subs. You guys are just outstanding the past couple of days. I don't know why that is, dude. I don't know why that is. Because it's deserved. That's why. Little bit of a downtime here. Lich is pulling back. DK is creeping. These workshops are indeed late though. And we get an Arcane Sanctum this time instead of a Griffin Aviary. Ibla forever! Thank you for the 7 months. Seems good. Seems good indeed. We cannot tolerate a dropping sub counter. Gotta rise here. Good old capitalism, eh? Everything's gotta grow. The numbers, in at least. So, last game we had a Griffin Aviary, and that really didn't do much. Being countered pretty much immediately. And so you can flip back Curse. Breakers can't be possessed. And Mortars as well. So a very different army composition against these Banshees now. Happy is not changing much. Love to see a roaming gyro. And of course, whenever you see 2 base undead, it's the Dreadlord. Happy lining up another attack, and 40 isn't ready yet. It's just a small attack though. Forcing a town portal, might even be a trade. Heroes out now. So, Breakers, Rifle, Mortar. That's the army now. So different from Knights, Griffins, Tanks last game. One thing is clear. Mass gyros aren't an option. Even with the Dreadlord level 1. But there's no need for them when there's no destroyers. And Happy completely skips destroyers. Even the upgrade for destroyers. For the second time in a row. So, next step is on Happy's side. This army composition is pretty much a hard counter to Banshees. So it's up to Happy to come up with something new. To have a new addition. But what's it gonna be? I don't know yet. Maybe just nukes as 40 seems to be a little overwhelmed here. Mortar wasn't shooting. Knight out of position. Book of the Dead on 40's side. There is no Dispel, of course. Holy Light. Getting rid of a lot of ghouls here. Still gets the kill. Big damage, I think, with Nova against the book. But that soaked up a lot of damage and might even save Fortitude, who got a Knight stolen. Gets his kill, though. That's level 3. And 40 is pushing him back. For now, it's working, but you always gotta respect the undead spells. Same goes for the human spells. Happy was a bit lucky here, as 40 wasn't ready. Nothing really to possess anymore except rifles, but it's not really optimal use of your supply. Mountain King got clapped too, by the way. Goes heavier onto Fiends. Has to rebuild some statues. We still got 5 Banshees. And that might be the time for 40 now that Happy has to recover to go for that stalemate breaking level 3. And level 2 Paladin would be fantastic now. And he got it. Divine Shield on. No, Devotion! The disrespect to Coil Nova! Can someone check the message of Peba, please? Any mod around? Okay, guess I have to do it myself.
Players' forces are under attack.
Nova against Mortars works well. Any chance for Inner Fire? We don't have any priests or priest upgrades, right? Would love to see that. Especially with no destroyer in the air. Nice clap. Mountain King getting nuked. There's staffs. Oh! Uses it for the breakers. Water Elemental, of course, fantastic. Same goes for Fragmentation Shards. One of the most powerful upgrades in all of Warcraft. Staff on cooldown. Mountain King might be exposed, but there is a Holy Light. Mana on the Paladin still seems strong. Shredder in the mix, covering the retreat. But I don't think it's enough mortars. The frag shards aren't doing too much, and rifles without inner fire, not too powerful. Holy Light again, aiming for the Dread Lord. Sweet coil and Zeppelin pickup. Appreciate that. Getting weapon nuke, but that saved time for the Holy Light cooldown. Rifle mortars, man. This looks like a campaign mission. Gotta retreat now. Did he get a tower up? Only one. Only one. I think this is too easy to snipe him. 3 mortars, okay. Tripling down on frag shards. Both kind of broke. Both in high supply. Archmage close to 5. Mountain King won't level up for a long time. Dreadlord close to 3. And is Carrion Swarm the savior already? Toxie, nice to see you, mate. Wouldn't priest be really good? Oh, nuke, and now you regret not going for Divine Shield. Oh yeah, that hurt. No healer in this fight anymore. 40, what can possibly save you? You got no consumables. You're missing a staff. You're missing the healing. You're missing your devotion aura. This might just be the downfall. Happy with brute force, fiends, banshees, statues. Following the Remo Demo way of life. And 40's army didn't camp together. Mountain King will be hunted. And that's just one hero left. And one hero is not enough, as you can just clean up the rifles. Oh my god, what a slaughter now. And Happy taking map number 2 convincingly, I gotta say. And that is game. This is a different beast than Saturday. Clearly. 40 again. I feel like he's almost losing the games in the early game. Second time where he lost his Archmage. That's unacceptable. He could have saved it with the town portal, but he got so greedy, as people have to play greedy against Happy. But that was a bit too greedy. And then the early game is stable enough for Happy. Butt Crumbs gifting us up to Butt Soap. It's important, guys. Wash your crack, especially with Rara Land around the corner. Wash your crack. It is appreciated. Thank you, Butt Crumbs, for the reminder to personal hygiene. I wonder what makes 40 go for this style. Last time Blade made this army against Happy, and 40 himself on TikTok said, this army sucks. I guess rifles aren't that bad. But they kind of need enough fire. Really curious why no priests at all. Like, even if they get sniped by Coil Nova, they are cheap. He didn't have he didn't want to go for an absurd amount of breakers. And then I think the prioritization of Coil Nova lands up on priests and on mortars. And then you have more mortars in the fight dealing with the priests and banshees better. But maybe someone who's smarter than me can explain that. Or it was just a misplay. It's possible. There was a lot of good plays by Happy though. The aggression worked fine. Also the 3 ghouls. I thought 40 cracked that. And he's not getting deterred by 3 ghouls anymore, but he was. So. Game 3, eh? We got a full out best of 5 usually. In the Don't Force Me Cups, so even if Happy wins, that doesn't mean the stream is over. Speaking of, later tonight, 8 p.m, FFA, the real deal revenge with rebalanced phoenixes. The real deal final continues, and Happy is playing FFA, facing Todd, Lilu, Bobby, Fish, Neutron. The greatest, Skoa, of course, is the winner of the real deal. That will be crazy. Lilu currently holds a 100% win rate versus Happy. Let's see if he can do it again. How come there's so many show matches between Happy and 40? Because 40 has a sponsor who likes to see this match. And neither 40 nor Happy is getting enough of it. Really curious if Happy understands FFA.
Players' forces are under attack.
So one thing noticeable here, Happy is moving away from his Necropolis plays. And his expos just work better. Might take a second attempt or a third attempt, but eventually they work. So he basically pulls the clock back 2 weeks. He's playing something that didn't work 2 weeks ago, and it works again. So now it's up to 40 to do the same. From the games I've seen, Happy is much better at FFA than you'd expect. It feels like he already watched streams and thought about balancing, etc. Yep, I think so too. It was a pleasant surprise. And this might be total bullshit here, but I like to think that Happy is watching our broadcasts and is at least doing some stuff that we suggest sometimes. He tried Necros. He went for 1 base destroyer busts. That was all mentioned. The only thing that he refuses to do is Crypt Lord. Three ghouls again, and 40 is out of position. Someone has to break down this early game for me. Why these 3 ghouls work so well today. Would be great content for Leon. Oh, Archmage surrounded immediately, and this time there's no cloak. Is it the 3rd Archmage kill? He gets the cancel, gets the TP. So now please, 40, have a shop, build a shop, do something. Thing is, his tower got also cancelled. So it's a 1-for-1 trade plus the town portal, which is really expensive.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Happy has a ghoul up at the fountain because he knew that there's no shop. This is a scary, scary Happy. We haven't heard the fanboy song in a while, guys. Today might be the time. It's always about finding the balance of offense and defense in these early games. Always.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Happy is finding the Archmage. Ouch! Third game. Third early game Archmage kill. And that is due to tavern revives and resource, etc. Not the end of the world usually. But it's so much experience on the ledge. So much. And that's what breaks 40's early game. That was the case for the past 2 games. Not this game, as he got the deny. So how much of an impact is it? $46 out of 5. He's struggling today. Deny, knew it was denied. Yeah, let me finish my sentence. I said it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, this really feels like a time warp. If you show me these games here without any context and says, tell me when this was played, I'd say mid of April. Around the time of Warcraft Champions Finals.
A player's forces are under attack.
Seems super laggy. I didn't drop a single frame just yet. Clearly trying to decimate ghouls. Didn't find the most kills. And his expo for Happy's expo is up. His tech is far ahead. 40 starts to mine now though. Runs fine. No lag. Nice. Thanks for the feedback. Might be bad routing. Half attack behind. It's funny how Happy switches between Expo and 1-base. I think it's just whenever he feels like one strat was cracked, he switches back and makes adjustments. And finds a new balance in his offense and defense. And also 40 might not be the sharpest today, to be honest. Not as good as his positioning was on Saturday. He's doing tons and tons more damage. TNX3, thank you for the 27 months. Yeah, I feel like Happy switching tactics is always a reaction. He would never switch tactics proactively, I think. Always a reaction to his opponent. Basically, never change the winning system. Archmage, Brave. Got a Zeppelin up again. Got the Rock Golem. You need the Archmage on the ground to kill the Rock Golem. Lich in trouble. Can fall back to the fountain in a bit. It's daytime though. Heal potion, absolutely fantastic. And tier 2 unfolding. Happy again with double temple. This seemed uncrackable for 40 because it pulls 40 out of a comfort zone. The comfort zone of mass mech with tanks gyros. This is where he's the best. Against Banshees, I think Sock is better. And for 40, he was super happy on Saturday after defeating Happy, of course. Yeah, Happy, I know, not a native. But then we saw some frustration on the map in the grand final versus Lin, so maybe that still haunts him a bit. Isn't mass tanks the counter to Banshees? Well, 40 likes to play mass tanks, but as soon as Happy sees it, he's coming up with 3 3 wagons. And 3 wagons seems to be the hard counter to tanks with Happy's movement. Kind of visible on Hammerfall, even though that wasn't a perfect early game.
A player's forces are under attack.
But Happy's defense versus tanks has been outstanding the past couple of weeks. So people try to counter Banshees with rifles. But that's wrong. And that's something 40 is not that great at. Rifle play. Mountain King is very late. Paladin will be very late. And Happy is doing the things he did the first 2 games. And why would he change anything? Fortitude is of the opinion that Tide Hunters was fine. He just misplayed. So same strategy than we've seen there. Oh, he got no slot. Now that's unfortunate. Wand of Mana stealing. Lich, can he pick it up? Oh, he just steals it. The stolen Wand of Mana stealing. What about Mountain King first? I guess Expo Greater MK would be my guess.
A player's forces
Interesting to see that 40 goes for an early flare. Instead of frag shards or mortar production. Where's the Paladin 40? There we go. It seems to be a bit of rhythm today. But one fight can all turn this around. With rifles, it's relatively easy to kill the dragon. Happy gets the middle. Flute! Yeah, hell yeah! Flute for the rifles? That's fantastic. And water elementals, of course, as well. Bolt clap. Frag shots, mortars. This seems fine. But MK Pala levels are very, very, very problematic. Bracers! Against human! Lifesaver for the DK. Happy is waiting for tanks, isn't he? At least he's checking, getting ready for it. 15-minute mark. Happy got the Banshees up. Master Tech as well. One breaker only.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wonder what this breaker is for specifically. Steal one curse, maybe? Oh, are we getting to 330? Ooh, close. Upgrades are relatively weak. 2 and 1 on the way. Disease Cloud. Oh, this is sick. Wagon with Disease Cloud at the very, very, very back of the army. Oh, this is terrifying without priests. He has 3 heal scrolls. This was something clearly lacking. Mountain King checks it, but the levels are so bad. Happy got a lot of time for anti-magic shell as well. Trying to fight on the high ground here. Coil, Nova, Carrion Swarm doing so much damage. Curse is everywhere, even on the footman. Interesting. Maybe it's still on autocast, but usually against Happy that shouldn't work. Absolutely terrorizing in this fight. Mortars being picked apart one after the next. There's no damage on these fiends really, because the mortars constantly have to run. That doesn't fly. Can he break through anti-magic shield? Attacking the Banshees now, but if you attack the Banshees, then it's full damage uptime for the fiends, and fiends do good damage if they're left alone. Plus Disease Cloud everywhere. Happy feels forced into a TP out, as there was no mana anymore. So Fortitude claims the high ground, but with what? With 23 food less. Mr. Greedy89, thank you for the 13 month. More than a year of awesome Warcraft. Thank you. Thank you for the support, everybody. Especially McGreedy89. Happy upgrades, 221. Disease Cloud partly countered by the fountain. Takes him off the map, of course. Expansion both 6k. And that was a fight with 3 heal scrolls. Can he afford more? Happy is maxed out, of course. More upgrades, more items. Didn't give him any meaningful levels. That's a problem. Spritzy! Thank you very much for the 2 month. Agree with MacGreedy. Could call him MacAgreedy. Thank you very much, mate. That's amazing. Defensive position could favor mortars. But then on the other side we also have a wagon. So there's constant pressure on 40 space. Definitely troublesome. Mortar shots are nice. Water elementals were diving. Archmage was getting some shots in, but a reposition fixes that. And now again, what do? Paladin has a potion that should be fine, and the mortars are doing a fantastic job. That's what I mean. Like, if the mortar damage uptime is there, you are getting kills 100%. But now 40 is out of heal scrolls, 40 is out of healing in general thanks to wonderful sleeps. Where are the holy lights, by the way? Use it offensively now. Mountain King needs a staff, otherwise he's dead. Oh my god, ultra last second. But now Paladin next on the menu. Potion was used. He swapped the invul and couldn't use him anymore. Second hero kill of the game, and now Happy breaks through. Oh, what a close call that was. More and more and more mortars. Banshee getting burned here. Happy retreating. 2 statues, 3 empty statues. Gotta subtract that from the supply. And the Norwegian is running. 40 can do recover. Paladin back. Three attack upgrades on these fiends. HS Priest underpowered. Thank you very much for the tier sub as well. 3 months. Let's go. Dude, mortar shots are getting insane. But we still need the holy lights. We still need a healthy MK. Edek, thank you for the sub as well. A little bit of a hype train here, I guess. Uh-oh. Might be a death ride for the Mountain King, though. Saves him with the Invo Potion this time. Nice swap. Paladin is there to the rescue. But the Holy Lights aren't powerful enough. The Storm Bolts aren't powerful enough. Or are they? Happy can't touch the mortars anymore. It's like campaign speedrun. Storm Bolt, maybe. Disjoints. Oh my god. Happy is expanding in the middle. Uses the flare immediately. And we got a game. Mass freaking mortars. Statues are a problem. I wonder if you can go for destroyers in a defensive position and try to snipe mortars with, like, over a tree line. This can then be countered by gyros, of course, but gyros are getting annihilated by this level 4 Dreadlord. As levels are still an issue for 40. This might be one of these plays where worms could be very good in the next patch. Forty trying to conquer the high ground. Happy's expo is up, but this is crazy siege damage. It's like 3 volleys and it's gone. Alrighty. Can 40 level up and win the first map of today? He can level up. Is it Divine Shield this time? It absolutely is! That Nova! Oh my god! Poor peasants! But the wagon is falling behind and it's been taken out. No more Disease Cloud. The statues are rather useless! He goes for Divine Shield, but he doesn't go Divine! So it doesn't shield him. Huge mistake again by 40! Almost an MK kill as well. Oof. It's so rough. Just when you thought there's an opening. The main bases are empty. 2k at the expos, and Happy is re-establishing this base again. Can 40 force Happy back to his own main? He has no TP. Water Elementals Archmage take care. Level 5. Level 3 on the summons. And now the mortars are more exposed. Huge frag shards drops though. And Stormbolt is updated. Any chance for hero kills? Happy moves against the frag shards. Nicely done. AoE is getting insane, but 40 made it to the shop, gets 2 additional heal scrolls, and he needs them. On the other side, we need a lot of coils, but due to the statues being so low, there wasn't much regen going on. Banshees are eating that, and 40 is blowing forward. Can you believe that frag shards were almost twice as good? Clutch shield scroll. Happy with the comeback in this fight. 40 needs a Hail Mary. Invo Potion Dreadlord. Water Elemental's doing fine damage, of course, every time a Banshee steps forward. Perfect position for more mortar shots. But there's only 2 left. He needs more, but can he afford more is the question. No coil right now. Has to wait a bit and 40's going back. Happy gave up on the plan, expanding at the mid. Both are scrap for cash. But 40 has a massively weaker army. Dude, it blows my mind how good frag shards are and how good they were. In case you don't know, frag shards works in different radiuses. So the closer you are to the center, the more damage it's supposed to do. Back in the day, before 2018, I think, there was no different radiuses. I mean, there was in theory, but the middle radius was overriding all the other weaker radiuses. So it was always full damage. Doesn't matter where in that circle of frag shards you stood. No new wagon, no new disease cloud spread. Oh. If Happy expands, 40 can go through the trees and kill it. Happy no income. Gets a shade, first time this series. In the absence of mortar teams. 40 also broke. Oh, both broke. Nobody can afford an expansion. Happy can sell, and he is. Okay. His army is huge, though. And he can easily make an assessment. Is this a threat? Where did he scan? Middle? Yeah, he didn't scan here because the shade sees everything. 40 got a stalker, and that gives Happy a lot of information. It's waiting for that, right? To open up the tree line. Everything is spread. Okay, Flare gives the info away. Happy also doesn't have the resources, despite selling buildings. Okay, final fight of map 3. Can Happy claim a 3-0 or can 40 create a miracle? Happy diving deep. He knows the biggest threats here are mortar teams. 1 down, 1 staff. Carrion coming in. Abomination eaten. More mortars. Militia are coming. Maybe even a little bit late, but of course you want the highest militia uptime possible for the normal damage against Fiends. The fight is all over the place. Fiends are falling quickly. Supply gap still 15, and the Peasants will fall in seconds. Heal scroll. That was the last one in the fight. Invo potion, mana potion is still available on the Hapster. And everything is so fragile here, man. 5-5-5 on Happy's side. Losing quite a lot of the backline now. Statue still up. Is this going to be Hero Arena? It's mostly Hero Arena, isn't it? Death and Decay, obviously, super important now in this position. Paladin. Is this still winnable? With the free mana region. Level 3 Paladin. A crazy important upgrade. But that's a wipe. OMG. Staffs weren't ready. Holy Light wasn't ready. And Coil Nova Swarm on level 3 is just annihilation. Mining out concealed in a 30-minute game. Well, now that's quite something.